Barbara, where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Yours coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friend.
Well, good evening, race fans, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV for week number 2 of the CarQuest Auto Parts Sprint Car Pro Qualifying Series. Tonight, we come to the famous and the famed Sprint Car capital of the world, the Knoxville Raceway here. Plays host to week number 2. After last week, can Clayton Davies, Clayton Tilley, they at the moment sit 1 and 2 in the standings, representing Australia, well, the Australian and New Zealand region. Both drivers from Australia, Ryan Avila, John Helms, Landon Cardoza, also happen to sit inside your top 5. As we bring you top split action here tonight, right here on Ultimate Dirt TV, we have got qualifying on the program. And what better way to kick it off with some of the drivers as we take a look at JD Brown. Jason Salter with a 14.829. Let's go to Mitchie Cartwright. Josh Fuller with a 14.759. A 14.759. Paul Bryan with a 15.043. You generally see top split 6,700. Shrink the field, mind you. JD Brown lap number 2. It's going to be quick time. 14.664. Josh Fuller gets bumped back to position number 3. Paul Bryan goes quick time with a 14.643. Chase Barber on the racetrack. Richie Preston in car number 25. Whoop. Whoop. There we go. Let's get some proper paint schemes. JD Brown, 14.561. Richie Preston, he improves. No, he doesn't. Well, he does 7th, actually. 14.704. 14.704. Matt Selby goes to position number 4. Clayton Davies, the man that is highest point scorer after week number 1. He won the top split race last week. We'll see what he can do in the number 50 machine, the CarQuest Auto Parts, car number 50. New paint job on that one. He's got car number 4 representing the 4. He's going to go 3rd quick with a 14.632. 4th quick, Clayton Tilley. Let's try to get Clayton Tilley. There's Aiden Forster. I don't know what's going on with trading paints. Alright, let's get trading paints up there. Apologies about that one. Why are we not getting that? Boy, oh boy. It's one of those days. So, qualifying about to conclude. Okay. Well, We love timing. We love tech issues. JD Brown goes quick time with a 14.564. Just 2 heats on the program. 8 laps. We'll take the top 7. And we'll take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. JD Brown, John Helms in row 1. Clayton Tilley, Cruz Cordell in row number 2. Clayton Davies, Enrico Robles in row 3. Matt Selby, Dylan Hauser in row 4. Gavin Collins, Richie Preston, row 5. Row 6, Chase Barber and Lyndon Whitfield. And row 7 at the back, it's going to be Jason Salter. So a 13-car field for what is round number 2. And I still can't get the timing and scoring screen. That's very annoying. Okay. I'm going to do it the hard way. You're back. We've broken our timing screen. That's less than ideal. Right, yeah. We've also broken trading paints, apparently. Oh boy. I knew there was a reason why I almost didn't want to do it here tonight. Here we go. Heat race number 1. Here we go, set for a start. Heat number 1 in the CarQuest Auto Parts Sprintcar Pro Qualifying Series Top Split. We're underway with JD Brown to lead us down into turn number 1 and 2. Big contact. Rico Robles getting shuffled at the back. Gavin Collins missed the start. It's going to be JD Brown to lead. Some more contact. And there goes Matt Selby. You're watching John Helms, Cruz Cordell. Cordell turns it back to the inside of the number in the pink and black number 1 machine. Clayton Davies in car number 4, then you go back to Clayton Tilley. Top 7 will be the magical number to transfer directly into tonight's main event of 30 laps the distance. Right now, JD Brown, similar to what he done last week, trying to put the number 7 or what is number 14 into the show. Helms still runs in second position. Cruz Cordell third. Tilley now got some company with Richie Preston to the outside. Here comes Dylan Hauser now. Hauser around the outside on Clayton Tilley. She works through turn number 3 and 4. Clayton Tilley shuffle back to position number 7. Looking to go back to position 6 on the inside. Dylan Hauser works back to the outside. 5 down and 3 to run here at the Knoxville Raceway. The sprint car capital of the world. In the CarQuest Auto Parts Sprint Car Qualifying Series powered by iRacing.com. Hello, J-Dub. Oh, contact. There goes Richie Preston. There was some contact. And it may have been with the 5 of Dylan Hauser or Clayton Davies. We work through turns 3 and 4 with JD Brown signalling and seeing the white flag here at the Knoxville Raceway. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Heat race number 1 is going to go to JD Brown. Second will go to John Helms. Cruz Cordell third. Clayton Davies fourth. Clayton Tilley rounds out the top 5. So let's go. We're going to have to go quite a few cameras here. Let's just go that one. That's good enough. Good enough is close enough at the moment. Damien, this one had 26 in this one. There is Heat 1 results. JD Brown, John Helms, Cruz, Cordell, Clayton Davies, Clayton Tilley at top 5. Dylan Hauser, Chase Barbara transfers directly into the show for the likes of Jason Salter on back. Lyndon Whitfield, Richie Preston, Gavin Collins, Rico Robles and Matt Selby. Well, they are going to have to run a B main as we get set for the second and final heat race of the night, and it's going to be Mason Hannigan for Black Diamond Motorsports on pole position. To the outside, it's a 23T of Ethan Toda, position number 2. Driving the TSM number 50 machine, Tim Smith lines up at a position number 3. Tanner Petit in the 8 will line up at a position number 4. Paul Bryan rolls off the 15 from position number 5, and Vinny Sansone, the 26, will start position number 6. Aidan Forster in the 6 will start position number 7. Jacob Harvitz in the 19 out of position number 8. Justin Norwood, the 23, out of position number 9. Richard Murtaugh Jr. in the 9 from 10th. The Rocket Esports, number 21 of Josh Fuller will start position number 11. 12th, there's going to be Trey Mills in the 17, along with John Ruggiero Jr. out of position number 13 for D1RT Racing. Yeah, let's go one wide. I don't know why we're not getting that one. 26 is correct. Let's try to refresh the paints again. Not looking like it's working. Oh, when it rains it pours, unfortunately. Heat race number 2, 8 laps on the board. The CarQuest Auto Parts Sprintcar Pro Qualifying Series, we're underway here at Knoxville once again. And it's going to be Mason Hannigan who will lead the field down into turn number 1 and 2. Toda's got some company with Tim Smith working to the inside as we work down the back straightaway for the first time. Heat race number 2, thinking of that follow. It's going to be Soda having second, Smith third. Then you go back to Tanner Petit, Paul Bryan on the inside now. Forster around the outside, Aidan Forster. Back to position number 5. Jade, I've already updated it. Hello, Tyler. The 8 of Petit. Got nowhere to go. Tries to split him. Oh, boy. Cut back down on the inside. There was some contact on the front straightaway. And now it is a gaggle of cars. Here comes Brian in the 15 around the outside. On Aidan Forster. Forster in the 6. Normally you see him in the 20, but training pace not working tonight, unfortunately. And it's such a shame, nearly 3 wide. We go 3 wide into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, Toda getting shuffled back to position number 6. Here comes Vinny Sansone in that right orange number 26 machine. Meanwhile, still the little hurricane of Mason Hannigan leading the way here at the Knoxville Raceway. Hannigan, in fact, that's Sansone with a slide job. Now there was some contact, may have caught the wall. Oh, he's got some troubles. And one car with him, Richard Murtaugh Jr. in that I machine. He goes upside down. We continue on here. No yellows in heat races or consolation races. Tim Smith, meanwhile, is caught up to Mason Hannigan. Hannigan goes to the cushion in 1 and 2. Smith with a cut back down underneath. They drive race down the front straightaway. 2 laps left to run. Slide job by Smith on Hannigan. Hannigan turns it back underneath him. What a battle this is for the race lead. Who will have it on the start-finish line? Smith comes back to the inside. They'll race to the start-finish line. The white flag inside. Nearly a dead heat. Hannigan probably by a front Nerf bar. And Hannigan back to the inside down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. Hannigan with a slide on line. He stays mid-track, not committed to the top side of the racetrack. Mason Hannigan wins. Oh boy, Mason Hannigan, Tim Smith, a couple of heady wheelers right there. And they know how to get it done here at Knoxville. And they will be transferring directly to the main event. And again, we'll take it on the top 7 here. We take a look at your official results. Hannigan gets the win from Smith. Petit in 3rd, Brian 4th. Forster rounds out your top 5. Toda and Harvitz make up your 6th and 7th drivers that will transfer directly to the show for the likes of Norwood, Fuller, Ruggiero, Mills, Murtaugh and Sansone. Well, it's time. We'll see those drivers in some consolation races. 12 cars fighting for what should be 6 transfer positions. And in fact, it might even be 4. Let's just take a look at one thing real quickly. In fact, it's top 4. Jason Salter and Justin Norwood in row number 1. Row number 2, Lyndon Whitfield and Josh Fuller. Just trying to get the... Alright, camera angle. Richie Preston, John Ruggiero Jr., Gavin Collins, Trey Mills, Rico Robles, Richard Murtaugh, Matt Selby, and Vinny Sansone. So ready for a start in your B main next time. So Jason Salter on the pole position in the 10 machine. Justin Norwood in the R-Racing 23. And again, because training paints on mine and I'm having all sorts of issues. Do apologise, I've had nothing but issues the last probably 48 hours. Streaming, now timing is being a real pain in the backside. The joys of the interwebs. Hello, Balake. 10 laps, your distance for the B main. Top 4 continue on in the CarQuest Auto Parts Sprint Car Pro Qualifying Series week number 2. Couple of late model drivers on the front row. We're underway in B main, the consolation. Here comes the 16 of Lyndon Whitfield immediately trying to the inside. There's contact. Look out, 1, 2 cars, 3 cars in the wall, 1 car upside down in front of the Sprint Car Hall of Fame Museum. Josh Fuller in the 21, Lyndon Whitfield. Josh Fuller is back in the pit area. And again, we'll try and keep an eye on the magic number of 4. Right now, Trey Mills in the 17 holds down that spot. Here comes Vinny Sansone. Tag in the back of the tail tag of the 17 machine. Richard Murtaugh 3 wide with Matt Selby and Vinny Sansone. Oh boy, it is drama filled here at the Knoxville Raceway. Meanwhile, challenge for the race leaders. Justin Norwood tries to power on by Jason Salter. Didn't quite have the Harry Potters to get it back underneath them and work down into the lead. Yeah, you're not wrong. Salter to the cushion. Here comes Norwood. Norwood through the middle of the racetrack in turns number 1 and 2. John Ruggiero in 3rd. Trey Mills in 4th. So the late model drivers, well, they've got the B main covered at the moment. Richard Murtaugh Jr. finds himself in 5th. Matt Selby in 6th. 7th on back. They're in the pits and they are done for. And they will take no further part in the CarQuest Auto Parts Sprint Car Pro Qualifying Series. Salter continues to lead the way. The cross flag sticks are out from Barney, the R-Racing flagman. 5 down and 5 to run. Justin Norwood just under 2/10 of a second at the moment behind your race leader, Jason Salter. Remember, no yellows until we get to the A main. Has Justin Norwood got anything for our race leader of Jason Salter? John Ruggiero Jr. still sits in 3rd position. Trey Mills in 4th. No change so far over the past 3-4 laps since the carnage and the chaos ensued here in the B main. It's still Jason Salter. Now there'll be no warm-up session. We'll roll straight into an A main of 30 laps in distance. 15 miles around Knoxville. You'll see the top for the most part of the race, and you'll see that bottom side come back in. And may even see a cutback line as we continue to work past the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum, past the Brian Clausen Sweet Tower for the penultimate time in your B main Consolation Racing. Top split, a 6,700 strength of field coming into this one tonight. And they're all trying to track down Clayton Davies, who won last week's top split at Weedsport. But it won't matter right now about Weedsport because at Knoxville in the B main, your consolation drivers, Jason Salter going to get the win. He was going to continue on. Justin Norwood, John Ruggiero Jr. and Travis Mills will be your 4 cars that will advance. And that will conclude Consolation Racing. It is time to go A main quickly to take a look at your official results. Salter, Norwood, Ruggiero and Mills. 1.162 of a second separating your top 4. So pretty close between those 4 drivers. But it is now time for your 18 car A main. Trey Mills will start from position number 18. John Ruggiero from position number 17. From 16th, that's going to be Justin Norwood. From 15th, it will be Jason Salter. There we go. Position number 14, Jacob Harvitz and Chase Barbara will start from position number 13. Position number 12, it's Ethan Toda. Dylan Hauser will start from position number 11. Then we go to your top 10. From position number 10, it's Aidan Forster. To the inside, Clayton Tilley from position number 9. Position number 8, it's Paul Bryan and Clayton Davies. Your winner from last week's Top Split race at Weedsport will start position number 7. Position number 6, it's going to be Tanner Petit to the inside. Cruz Cordell out of position number 5. Timothy Smith lines up in the 4th position. John Helms will start inside your second row, finishing 3rd. He sits 4th in the point standings. He will start position number 3. And your front row for tonight's main event, the Little Hurricane of Mason Hannigan for Black Diamond Motorsports will start position number 2. And to the inside, your pole sitter in car, what is normally number 14, but of course, iRacing numbers here and trading paint's not working. It's the 7 for Slick Sim Sports of JD Brown. So we are ready to get the signal for the 1 to green as we come across the start finish line. JD Brown, Mason Hannigan. Let's get your picks in. Who do you think is going to take out week number 2? The CarQuest Auto Parts Sprint Car Pro Qualifying Series powered by iRacing.com. Which drivers will book their ticket, or potentially book their ticket into the World of Outlaws Pro Championship, the Pro Series for the 410 Wings Sprint Cars? It's time to go racing. Here we go. 30 laps on the board. You know we're going to get 30 for 30. Who will take out week number 2? The CarQuest Auto Parts Sprint Car Pro Qualifying Series is underway here at the Knoxville Raceway. The Sprint Car capital of the world. Oh, look at Tim Smith immediately ducking down to the inside. Going to take over position number 2 from Mason Hannigan and John Helms in 3rd and 4th position. 3 wide. Meanwhile, in the middle of the pack, Helms and Hannigan work wheel to wheel down into turn number 1 and 2. Helms has got the run. Here comes Tim Smith. Meanwhile, closing in right now on JD Brown. Smith is looking very, very fast so far. Tanner Petit in the 8 machine trying to wheel around the outside of the 25 of Mason Hannigan. Has him at the start-finish line. Petit's got the cushion on the rails right now. John Helms, a driver that is very, very surprising here. He's really stepped up his game. Slide job by Smith. And Smith will take over the race lead there at the end of the completion of lap number 3. JD Brown got some company with John Helms. Brown runs the cushion. Helms cut back down to the inside, down the back straightaway. Slide job coming from John Helms in the number 13 machine. Then you go back. JD Brown. Oh boy, it is really working here for some of these drivers on the bottom side of the racetrack. Helms driving away from JD Brown. Here comes Tanner Petit trying to close in on the 3rd position of the racetrack. Meanwhile, Tim Smith. Whoo boy! Smith has worked up a near half-second lead. Here comes Petit to the inside on Brown. They work out of turn number 2. Brown's got the momentum on the top side. Here comes Petit. Slide job down into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4. We go yellow. And I'm not going to even attempt to bring up the NLRA instant replay just for the simple fact that I don't want the timing thing to break. But I can tell you, it looks like it was Clayton Tilley in that number 3 machine. Now, after sitting 2nd in the season standings. Actually, let's check overall, because that just says Division 1. But I'm sure it won't change. So, yes, coming into tonight, let's take a look. Well, you guys won't be able to see it, but I'm just going to go through and give you the drivers inside the top 10. So you got Clayton Davies, well, he's in this one. Clayton Tilley, he's in this one. Ryan Avila picked up a win in one of the splits last week. John Helms finished 3rd, he sits 4th. Landon Cardoza sits 5th. Timothy Smith is 6th. Oh, Clayton Tilley going back to the pits, maybe trying to get some running repairs on that one, but maybe it's just it's too little too late for Clayton Tilley. Tim Smith in 6th, David Heileman, Kenny Miller, Kenny Hoffman, and JD Brown. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drivers inside the top 10. You got Dylan Hauser, who's in 15th, so that's 6. Tanner Petit in 21st. So you got 6 drivers in the top 21 overall point standings, and it's going to be an interesting race to say the least. If John Helms is good at the end of the race like he is at the start, Tim Smith certainly will have his work cut out for him. Oh yeah, Balake, I'm getting up and about for this one, up and a boot. I'll stand up for you. Ha, jokes. I ain't standing up. I'm happily sitting down in the wheelchair. Pace car pulls in field, and it's going to be Tim Smith to lead us back to the green flag here at the Knoxville Raceway. JD Brown, look at him get a good run, get a good launch down in a turn 1 and 2. Slide job on Helms. Helms wheels it back to the inside, down the back straightaway. Keep an eye on Tanner Petit, Mason Hannigan, who unfortunately hasn't had the run so far in the early goings of this main event. One car, that's Dylan Hauser. There was contact, not sure who that was with, but Dylan Hauser ends up near the back of the field. In fact, he's out of the shows, he's out of the event, so maybe the old alt there forward trick. And unfortunately for Hauser, here comes a little hurricane. Mason Hannigan now slides up into 4th position, gets by Tanner Petit. Clayton Davies sits in the 6th position there in that number 4 machine, the WSM Atlantic Oils. Number 4, Hannigan trying to reel in JD Brown. Helms works to the middle of the racetrack, out of turn 4, runs to the cushion, cut back line for John Helms. Carl looking a little radical at the moment. Here comes Davies now. Davies to the inside into turn 3 and 4, trying to make the bottom side work, probably not there just yet. Meanwhile, Hannigan goes to the bottom into turns 1 and 2. Will he get the run? The momentum on the top side is just too strong at the moment. Helms still fending off a challenge from JD Brown for that 2nd and 3rd position. No idea who that is. Balake. Oh, car into the wall. That's Hannigan. In the 25, Davies moves up to position number 4. Here comes Petit working back inside on Clayton Davies. Slide job coming from Petit. You see JD Brown run the slick. Here comes Clayton Davies to the inside. He's now going to work back to the cushion down into turns 3. Thought about the cutback line, but Tanner Petit was already committed to going back to the inside of Clayton Davies. Here comes Petit, rolls the bottom in turns number 1 and 2. 3 different lines being utilised by 3 different drivers of Brown, Petit and Davies. Petit with a slider on Davies. Davies back down low out of turn number 4. JD Brown just in front of them, just fending off these 2 drivers as these 2 guys can simply trade sliders. And Tanner Petit, holy cow, what a run! Drives by and drives away from JD Brown. And Petit in the 8 machine has figured something out, because now he comes after John Helms in that number 13 machine. Petit back through the middle of the racetrack through the slick that he runs. Brown gets back by Clayton Davies. There is 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th on screen. It's just at the bottom of your screen now. Going out is Tim Smith, your race leader. Barbary, he has told me, I've asked him, that he is not going to participate in the he's not going to participate in the qualifiers. Helms and Petit work wheel to wheel, slide up, and Petit, here comes JD Brown, 3 wide down the back straightaway for a split second as Davies looks to close in on a 3-car battle. Tanner Petit, he is, I know he's somewhere, I just seen him. We're going to go yellow. Tanner Petit is 21st in the point standings, and he is running 2nd. Tim Smith, 6 in the point standings, and a win here at Knoxville would certainly bag a whole lot of points. Repeat what? That Wenzel told me that he's not going to be running the Pro Qualifier Series. Uh-oh. Clayton Davies back to the pit area. So that's what I missed. Well, that's what I get for trying to look at the points while the action was going on, and we've got about 11 laps left to run. We'll go back to lap number 19. We'll start the 20th lap. Here in Knoxville, week number 2 of the CarQuest Auto Parts Sprint Car Pro Qualifying Series. Sprint car capital of the world. Big thanks to, of course, iRacing. Hey, is the stream pixelated or is it fine for you guys? Because that's what I haven't seen so far. Is I've spent the last 2 hours in trying to get it fixed and sorted. But I just wanted to make sure that it's not pixelated or anything like that, because last night was pretty shocking. Thanks, Jonathan. Thanks, Balako. Oh, 10 out of 10. Oh, I would have been happy with it with an 11 out of 10, but you know what? That's okay. You know, I'll take 10 out of 10. Ah, so that's where my 11 doesn't. That's where I don't get the 11. Yeah, I don't look. I've updated trading paints. I don't know why. It no work. I tried to fist it, but it didn't work. I'm going to try one more thing here in a second. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to try it now. Ready? Let's try it now. While we go back, green flag racing here at Knoxville. I'm good, Barbary. I got Trading Paints Pro. It's just trying to download. We'll see if we can fix up for the last 10 laps. Brown to the inside on. John Helms down into turn number 3. What has Tanner Petit got for your race leader, Tim Smith? We now work on 10 laps left to run. The battle between Brown and Helms continues down into turn number 1. Brown through the middle, cuts it back down to the bottom out of turn number 2. It's going to be Smith, Petit, Brown, Helms and Hannigan, your top 5. Then you go back to Forster, Brian, Toda, Harbert. Clayton Tilley has made his way back up inside the top 10 with a slide job on the 19 of Jacob Harbert. Then Clayton Tilley, oh my God, he's come from the back. He's hard charging towards the front of the field of that number 3 machine. Back up front, JD Brown tries to close in on Tanner Petit, just the heat race distance left to run. Petit jumps the caution. That allows JD Brown to work back to the inside, your original pole sitter. Looking for a strong finish after sitting 10th in the point stand. He's coming into tonight after week number 1. I don't know what his X count is. Couldn't tell ya. JD Brown looking to bag a solid points night here at Knoxville. Davies rolls the bottom. He knows that it's all about just trying to finish and gather as many points as you can. Brown, Petit, roll the middle. As they catch up, you can see the 11 of Tim Smith just to the right of the ticker. They're closing in. Laps winding down. Can Tim Smith, can he hold on? Has Brown or Petit got something late in this race? 5 laps left to run. My goodness, Brown and Petit. They are 4/10 of a second. Make it 3. Oh my! Petit into the left rear. Petit goes flying outside. Tim Smith somehow, he's still circulating. But JD Brown, now the yellow came out before. I gotta wonder if Tim Smith is maybe saving some fuel. Because the way that he was slow, a whole lot slower than what JD Brown and both Tanner Petit were. I wonder if he is saving fuel. Yeah, definitely car high on that one. And Tim Smith going to go back to the race lead with what will be 4 laps to go. Yeah, there's definitely some damage on that number 11 machine. We're going to have 12 cars left on the track for 4 laps. Let's take a... I'm going to have a look at some biggest mover through the field. Biggest movers, I should say. Both Justin Norwood, Trey Mills will be +6. Ethan Toda +4. Jacob Harbert's +5. Schulte, I've tried, mate. I have tried. Unfortunately, I am having issue after issue. So you just go, I mean, it's good like this because you know what? The car numbers actually match the ticker for a change. And that way people can't complain. Alex, I'm not sure. You'd have to ask Corey that himself. 4 laps to go. Shut up, Blake. Shut up, Barbary and Alex, just in case you guys ask. Here we go, green flag back out. 4 to go here in Knoxville. Look at the 25 and Mason Hannigan, 3 wide for the race lead. Smith jumps the cushion. JD Brown back to the race lead. Here comes the little hurricane down in the turn of 3 and 4. Rolls the bottom. Brown has it with 3 laps left to run. Here comes John Helms, a solid 3rd place last week at Weedsport. Looking for another solid 3rd place finish here would really give him a very good chance at becoming a World Championship driver in the World of Outlaws CarQuest Sprint Car Qualifier, the Pro Series. 2 laps left to run for JD Brown. I think he may have this one in the bag. Hannigan, Helms and Brian go 2, 3 and 4. Brian goes to the bottom into turns 3 and 4. It's not going to matter right now because JD Brown has got the lead down into turn 1 and 2. The white flag is out, 1 to run for your race leader. JD Brown for Slick Sim Sports. 10th in the points in. He's coming into tonight. He'll come out of turn 4. Your top split. Sprint Car Pro Qualifying Series thanks to CarQuest Auto Parts. Powered by iRacing. Main event winner is JD Brown. 2nd will go to Mason Hannigan. 3rd of the line will be John Helms. 4th is going to be Paul Bryan. 5th will be Aidan Forster. And we're going to wait for the official result to come up on your screen. It is done. And your feature race results about to show who gets the win in what was a 6,900 strength of field. JD Brown gets the win from Mason Hannigan. John Helms goes 2nd and 3rd. Paul Bryan, Aidan Forster rounds out your top 5. Then you go back to Clayton Tilley in 6th. Justin Norwood 7th. Ethan Toda, Trey Mills, Jacob Harbert in the 10th position. Chase Barber, Tim Smith, Tanner Petit, Jason Salter, Clayton Davies, John Ruggiero Jr., Cruz Cordell, and Dylan Hauser make up your 18 cars in that one. Let's go back and let's have a look and see if we can find out. Alright. Here it is. Here's the... Maybe not. No, yeah, no, it's not going to happen. Oh, I thought it was about to happen just then. Yeah, I don't think this one's going to happen. Let's try it again. Waiting. Yeah, no, not happening, boys. Unfortunately, can't get it done. So this week we don't have our top 3, which is fine. But that will wrap up week number 2 of the CarQuest Auto Parts Sprint Car Qualifying Series powered by iRacing.com and the World of Outlaws 410 Wings Sprint Cars. Week number 2 is done. Unfortunately, you're going to have to wait probably for about another half hour to 45 minutes of who will be the points leader after week number 2. I doubt it's going to be already updated. I know, but like, hey, no trading paints, no replays. What is this? This is rookie hour here. So the season standings will have to wait for probably another hour or 2 to find out who could potentially be going to the Sprint Car World of Outlaws World Championships. An elite drivers of 35 in total will contest the series. We'll take 20 from the qualifying series, and I believe the 15 already have locked themselves into the series from the previous season. So that being said, we are going to jump on and jet on out of here. That will do it for week number 2 of the CarQuest Auto Parts Sprint Car Qualifying Series for the 410 Wing Sprint Cars of the World of Outlaws, powered by iRacing.com. Surely I'm better. Surely I'm better, Alex, right? Like, come on, you got to give me that, right? Am I better or not? You can say no. I mean, I'm happy for you to say no. That's fine, but I'm just saying. I think I'm better, but it is what it is, right? But week number 2 is done. We are going to be live. I have no idea when we're going to be live next, but Tomorrow? No. Wednesday night. We have got the Salute to the Troops. 358 modifieds, 125 laps, I think it is, around Volusia. And then we will head Thursday night. We are going to be having a memorial race. Thank you. Thank you. We've got, no, the memorial race is Sunday night. There is a, if I can find where it is, actually I'll just check my DMs because I know he slid into my DMs once. Maybe twice. He can slide in them. I'll let him slide in them. It is going to be... I don't have it somewhere. It's some October Halloween race, I think it is. So there's quite a bit to go on. Sunday night again, we'll have the James Braswell Senior Memorial Race from 7 o'clock Eastern. Super late models. They're going to be at Federated Auto Parts I-55 Speedway. So that being said, hello WinZip. Thank you WinZip. Goodbye. Until next time, have a good day, have a good night, wherever you are from around the globe.